Hey y'all, so I'm gonna show y'all how I did this super cute set. Now this set is very old. I recorded this months ago, but I decided to go ahead and post it. I wasn't gonna post it at first, but I like it, so I'm just going ahead and post it. So on this nail, I'm actually doing a tri-vertical ombre, and I got this from Lovely Mimi. So pretty much what you want to do is take three colors that look well together. I chose pink, purple, and blue because y'all already know those colors always look good together. And she said she wanted something pastel, so that's why I chose light colors. And you put them side by side, right? And I'm keeping my shape right now, and I'm going to lightly blend the top of it as well. Now I'm going to take Young Nails Cover Flamingo, and I'm going to use that as my nail bed color. Now someone was asking me if Cover Flamingo was kind of sheer, and at times it can be. Make sure you shake the container up very well, but even if you shake it up, it still has a transparent feel to it. But it's super cute. It's a very light pink, but it does have some coverage, as you can see. But definitely make sure you shake up the container. If not, some parts can be very see-through. So I wasn't really too focused on the blend because I knew I was adding glitter in the middle, and this is just some holographic circles. So I decided to add that in the middle just for some extra pop, and then eventually I will encapsulate it. This is Mia's Secret Clear. Y'all know that's the only clear I use pretty much. At first I didn't like Mia's Secret Clear because I thought it was too runny, but I just didn't have my ratio correct. So as you can see, I have all the control. The reason why I'm doing this nail clear is because it's going to be a full bling. So I just went ahead and did it clear. If you have glitter acrylic holographic, well, depending on what color bling you're doing, but I'm doing AB stones, so whatever glitter acrylic that you have that matches your crystals, you can go ahead and use that as a background. But for this video, I decided to use the flakes because it's quicker for me to just lay a whole nail of clear than instead of try to encapsulate glitter. Because whenever you have to encapsulate anything, that makes your process longer. So I try to avoid it if I can. Alright, so what I'm about to do now is take my nail glue, and I use KDS, and I'm pushing down these dried petals, right? And I'm using blue, purple, and pink. The only thing I didn't really like about this was when the monomer touched it, the flowers got super transparent. So they look super pretty dry like this, and you can see every color. You can see the blue, you can see the purple, you can see the pink. But after I encapsulated it, girl, like you can still see it, but not for real. Like you have to really just be looking at it to see that it's actually petals. But I still like it. It's still super cute. I don't know how I would do this differently, but the only thing is, this was why I thought it was gonna work, because y'all know the dry flowers with the 5 petals, the little small tiny flowers, those don't get translucent after you encapsulate them or anything. But then again, those are also coated with dye, because you can tell when you look at the back that the front was painted that color. And I don't think these were, well, I really don't know. I don't know, y'all. But it still ended up being cute. You just could hardly tell what the nail was. And now you can actually kind of see now that everything is kind of melting in a way. Because I'm putting glitter on it. Just try to give it some dimension. But I still like how it came out. And I'm doing this finger exactly how I did the pinky. Alright, now I'm encapsulating. You can encapsulate finger by finger as you're doing each nail, but I like to encapsulate all at one time because it gives the product a chance to dry underneath. So the glitter that I put on this nail, it's not going to move around while I'm trying to encapsulate it. And the same thing goes for the flowers. They're not going to move because they're dry by now. So if you're having trouble encapsulating anything, try to go ahead and lay down all of the designs first and then come back and encapsulate it after they've dried down a little bit. And I did leave most of this video in real time because I know how sometimes when I speed it up, you can't really see what's going on. But this application is in real time, and I think I left the rest of the video in real time. I just cut some of the unnecessary pieces out. What you're gonna see me do here is wet the nail a little bit with monomer. That helps so that the acrylic can smoothly travel down the nail without it getting too dry or skipping, because now that I have that glitter on top of it, I want my acrylic to be able to go over it smoothly. And that's why sometimes I do it, but I don't do it all the time. It's not really necessary because you don't want to oversaturate the nail with monomer anyway. I already had a lot going on with all the other nails, so I decided to just leave the numb just straight nude, all cover flamingo. So now you're gonna see me do the cuticle bead, and I just tuck in my sides first, go to my sides, and then push product up into the cuticle like I'm doing here, and then blend it out. And that's all that I do. And then make sure you clean any acrylic off from the sides, picking that piece of glitter out, and then continue to bring product down to blend it into the rest of the nail. Whenever it comes to using a drill, I say just take your time until you're fully comfortable with using it. When I first started doing nails, I just used a hand file and only used the drill to go around the cuticles. Well, at first it was just strictly hand filing because I didn't even have a drill. And then when I finally got it, I was like, okay, no, this is too much for me to try to handle. So I just did it around the cuticles and I hand filed everything else. Now, when I did get the drill, I never knew that it was a reverse and a forward. And I was actually using mine going in reverse. And I'm right-handed. So, you only go in reverse if you're left-handed. So, the whole time, I wasn't even using my drill correctly. But, I did go to cosmetology school, and we did have a drill certification class, and I still wasn't I just didn't put two and two together. Okay, whole time I was using my drill in the wrong direction. Okay, and I didn't figure it out until maybe like 6 months later, maybe even longer than that, maybe almost close to a year. I was using my drill in the wrong direction, and I was always wondering, like, man, why can't I get my drill to take off product? It was not working. I had the hardest time doing soak offs because no product was coming off. So if you're left-handed, your drill is supposed to be in reverse. If you're right-handed, it's supposed to be in forward. If you're left-handed, you drill from left to right. If you're right-handed, you drill from right to left. Okay? Cool. Now I'm going in and reshaping. I normally cut some of this out because it's kind of hard to see, because with the way I file, I put my head like super close so I can see, but I really couldn't because the camera was right there. And then I kept hitting the camera, so yeah. For the most part, as you can see, I file the sides up and down. I don't really do like the traditional way of filing. And as far as the side walls, I do those first. She had like super C curved nails, so I was trying not to over file her side walls, but I didn't want her nails to look too wide either, so I was trying to stay in the middle. But you guys can just watch this to see how I file, and then I'll come back. I also turn my client's hand around this way to also check the shape, and I also refile the tips sometimes as well. Now on to the bling portion. I'm using these chrome flakes that I got from Nail Supply Glamour. Unfortunately, they stopped selling this design, so I'm gonna have to go back to using encapsulated glitter for my background. That's unfortunate. They told me on Instagram, because I had texted them, they told me they was gonna bring it back, but girl, they probably not gonna bring this one back. I don't know why they kept the other ones but decided to get rid of that one. So I went ahead and did the full bling because y'all seen me do full bling plenty of times. And I used super glue. And I think for the rest of this, I'm just going to add some bling and then I'll be done. I used not polished top coat and the wax pencil I just got from my nail supply store. As far as the crystals, y'all know they stopped selling Swarovski crystals to us unless you're either, I'm not sure how they doing it now, but you have to fill out some form to see if you're gonna get accepted. But I'm not sure how it works. But the only crystals I have left in my collection are the ones I've already bought before they stopped selling them to us. So yeah, that's where these came from. They came from Blue Streak. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting. We are now at the end. Now here is the final results and they are so adorable. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next video.